Hello everyone. Now I hope this video is going to be basically wrapping up everything that's happened in PLC in the last 2 weeks. We've had developers leaving, rejoining, people being promoted, people being demoted. So essentially I just want to cover this all up, and a lot of people have been asking me what's going on, why is there a new owner of the game, etc, etc. So I kind of just want to summarize this here today. Now, I did make a similar short video on my Clips channel earlier this week talking about the ranks in PLC, but I was kind of waiting to see if the devs were actually going to announce anything or make a formal notice about the change before I made a video on this channel. It's been a few days, hasn't been anything as of yet, so I think it's safe to say that this is a semi-permanent change, and yeah, we can just kind of talk about it now. Now, I've done enough videos talking about what happened with Sean. He left PLC for a couple of days. Does seem like they managed to talk it out, and just 3 days later, he did rejoin PLC and got his roles back. Well, that wasn't until a few days ago. You might have noticed he now has a shiny red role, the same role and rank that Lost Infinity has had for the last few years. And does this mean he's stepping back from development? No, but it does mean that PLC has changed the way they manage the game, essentially. On the PLC Roblox group, which holds the game, you can see the owner has changed, hence they lost their verification. PLC Admin is the account that now owns all of the groups. Police Roleplay Community, Quality Assurance, High Voltage Studios. So all of the PLC groups are now owned by this alt. And this was actually created on the 22nd. So this was just as Sean rejoined PLC. Looking at the group ranks, PLC Admin is of course the group holder. That is now the highest rank in the group. But funny enough, Sean and Lost Infinity are now ranked above Mr. Fergie, the owner of the game. We then got the game creator, Mr. Fergie, and then we've got the senior developer, which is Crymink, and I believe this is another bot or some sort of alt account. Now, in Photoshop here, I've made a very simple diagram of at least how I think things are going to work going forwards in PLC and how they've kind of discussed to set this up. Again, this isn't confirmed, but I think we can take a pretty good educated guess. So game lead is the role held by Sean and Lost Infinity. And as you can see, both of them now have the exact same thing in their bio. Game lead / lead developer. ERLC game lead / developer. So yeah, you can see they both are the game lead role. Sean is also the senior developer, the role he had before, which was the lead developer role, but has since been reverted to senior developer, which is what it was for the last few years. So essentially, between the two of them, they are now leading operation of the game. So yeah, they don't own the game, but a lot of decisions now would be ran through the two of them, essentially. If we scroll down the ladder, we have senior developer, which is Crymink. His role hasn't changed. A lot of people, for some reason, were saying he was demoted. He's still ranked as senior developer. He's still going to be scripting for ERLC. So I presume his role in all of this doesn't really change. And then we have Mr. Fergie, the owner, the founder of the game, whatever you want to call it, game creator. He still owns the game. And like I'd assume he still has a say in everything. But he's stepping back a bit from what it seems. Sean and Lost will probably be the ones organizing the updates, figuring out what they want to add, etc, etc. And Mr. Fergie probably will pop into conversations from time to time, look at how the game's doing, maybe, you know, see if he can help out in any ways, but that's how I think things are going to work from now on. So it's not a massive change. Like, Sean and Lost basically have been here since the beginning of ERLC, so I think we definitely are in good hands. Obviously, we've all seen the impact Sean had when he briefly returned to PLC. We got a handful of updates in the span of just a few weeks, and, you know, things look pretty positive. So, again, I'm looking forward to what this holds. As for the long term, probably won't be any major changes, but we may possibly notice some differences with update timings or however Sean and Lost kind of want to run things. So, that's it. You're now caught up with everything PLC related that's been happening over the last few weeks. Technically don't have new owners, but I guess we do have new leadership, whatever you kind of want to call it. But either way, I do have high hopes for the future of the game, as I've said in many videos in the past. But Sean and Crymink working together, we could have some truly amazing updates. So I have high hopes. I just hope we can get a constant stream of updates. If that's every 3 weeks, I'd be happy. Every 2 weeks, even better. But we'll just have to wait and see what they have in store for us.